You're now listening to the show about the shit in life that's just a bit too much, from the perspective of stand-up comics. With our hosts, Carmelo Bongiovi and Ken Krantz. This week's topic, The Roast Part 1. With our guest, Chris Covert. This is A Bit Too Much.
Yeah.
The only other time I was at Mardi Gras, was in New Orleans, was at Mardi Gras like 20 years ago.
No, I've never
my
been. That
whole
would be...
suitcase was just costumes, and it was just drinking morning till night.
A young strapping Krantz.
Yeah.
Ready to take the town.
Dressed as Duff Man from The Simpsons.
Douchebag.
Devo. Oh yeah, and I got into character. I was like screaming at people as Duff Man. People love Duff Man. I didn't calculate that was that everybody wanted the party with Duff Man.
Yeah. I mean,
so by the end of the night, I was just stumbling down the street.
He's the guy for people of a certain age.
Yes.
He's not, that's, I don't think anyone, if you wore that.
It's not like Chapeau Rome now. It's,
That's the next in line. There was Duff Man, and now there's Chapeau Road. Right. Yeah, that I don't think if you went there now dressed as Duff Man, I don't think anybody would understand the reference. I mean, people our age would understand it, but I think that's it. Like anyone partying.
I feel like people our age is my audience.
Yeah,
audience. Would you want to do Mardi Gras now?
No.
I wouldn't either.
No.
And I was even thinking when I went to Germany last year, I was even thinking, would I want to do Oktoberfest now? I don't think I would.
No, because I don't do drugs like I used to. Like it was easier to do then because you could do drugs and just keep yourself going for days on end.
The way I think of any drinking day that I used to use as partying is like I want to do a version of it now where it's like we're acknowledging it. We're in a house.
Yeah.
And we got some friends.
100%.
Or I'm working. Right.
Yeah,
or we're doing a shower.
Irish goodbye.
Yeah. Well, if it's at my house again.
Yeah.
Just
I would.
That's why I love hosting.
I would just slip upstairs, lock my door, and go to bed.
Yeah. I have
I would never
lots of people. I'm good.
I'll throw a party. It's a pain to throw a party, but I'll throw a party or go to a party at a house. Like St. Patrick's Day, Halloween, New Year's Eve, Mardi Gras, like any big drinking day that would have been like, let's fucking go tear it up. Now I'm just like, I just want to have I really want food more than the drink.
Yeah,
but I want to have that drink that it's known for with the food.
So you feel like it's enough to.
I've done it. I'm celebrating.
Exactly.
I'm having a Guinness
100%
on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
but I'm really eating the corned beef, cabbage, and shepherd's pie. Like that's my priority, and then but I do want the Guinness. You know what I mean? Yeah. I do want or whatever variety of Irish beers. I do want a shot of Jameson, but one.
Right.
I just can't fucking do it anymore. It's not the hangover thing. It's like my stomach would be a mess for a long time.
Yeah,
I just can't actually. It hurts, man.
I feel like younger me was Frank the Tank,
Yeah.
Fuel up and I just had no quit, and now I'm just like, man.
The absolute best thing I saw was my wife and I were day drinking in the bar that Shia LaBeouf got arrested in, and it's like a real dive bar, and we were drinking, waiting to meet some friends, and suddenly a dad walks up, and he's got two little girls younger than my daughter. So two girls under the age of 10. And he walks into the bar with them. And the bartender leaps up immediately and is like, hey, buddy, you can't be in here with them.
Yeah.
And he immediately was like he snapped to oh my God, you're right. I'm so sorry. And he ushered the kids onto the sidewalk. Ordered a beer. He was like,
I'm still getting my beer.
No, and you can get him to go. He pounded,
true, yeah.
He pounded one at the bar, pounded it, then got one to go. And the whole time just kept an eye on his two girls.
You know what it is? It's that drinking in different cities and states is different from each other. So grew up in like near the city and the boroughs of New York, and like bars were the same way. If you brought a kid into a bar, they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Unless you were like a local bar and your dad brought, like different story. But because whatever, 80s and 90s, that just happened.
Yeah.
But like you can't just really walk into a bar with a child in New York. I'd imagine in Jersey, but I think in some places like a tavern, a brewery, a place where there's food, like, and you're not in like a city,
right.
it is more acceptable. So that guy might be like, "Oh, I can go get a beer at lunch while you guys have lunch." Do you know what I mean? Because the mentality changes.
I feel
different.
like as long as they're not sitting at the bar, like in Jersey anyway, they can't sit at the bar.
Right.
But if it's especially like, the Dublin or whatever, it's a restaurant.
But this is a bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was there food?
You can order food, but I mean, it was a bar, not much bigger than this room.
I just think because like I've gone through the opposite experience where now I'm still surprised sometimes when I walk into, like, people are like, "You want to go to that brewery? We'll bring the kids," and I'm like, "Why would we do what?"
Yeah.
That's a place where beer is served. What are you talking about? Now I'm a little more used to it, but like it moved to Westchester, and that's a very common thing. There's a lot of really cool breweries that have great food up there. Yeah. Like all along the Hudson Valley, and like that still shocks me sometimes. I'm like, "Oh wait, you could bring kids." Because I just hear brewery. It's like that's where beer is served. Yeah. So I've had the opposite experience. So that guy's probably from like a town where he's like, "Yeah, I do it all the time."
I'm pretty sure that guy was from New Orleans.
Oh, that's
would be my guess.
All right, so then he was
maybe
fucked
not.
up.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe not.
I would have imagined that's a touristy thing to do, to not understand, because like if you're a New York native, a New York City native, you would know not to walk into a New York City bar with your kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think any parent would know not to leave their 6-year-olds on the corner while you're inside.
That's
having
even
a beer
worse
in New Orleans.
That's worse than bringing them in the.
Well, you know what it was like.
Where'd you get all these beads?
The whole front. When I was like 14 or 15, my parents used to own. They were like in construction. They owned a shop in Bayonne, New Jersey. And they took me to the Christmas party in Bayonne. They took all the kids, and I'm like 14. And it's some bar in Bayonne. Mm-hmm. And they allow me to get drunk. Like, I don't think my parents were watching. I was trashed.
Wait, how old you said?
14.
14, yeah.
People, the employees just kept ordering. They were like, "Oh, look, get him." And
I thought it was cute.
That's adorable. Like the kid in the
so
wedding
I was
singer.
like sitting at the bar, like trying to be funny, and I said something to the bartender. I was like, "This motherfucker knows what I'm talking about," and the dude wanted to fight me for calling him a motherfucker, and like the head welder had to jump in and be like, no, like it's okay, he's just 14.
Yeah, right.
It's like he's just a kid. You don't want to kick his ass.
You so badly wanted to feel like an adult, like, "Hey, motherfucker!"
Yeah.
Like, you're thinking it's coming off cool.
I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
It's cool. I wish you got your ass kicked right in front of your parents.
Well, it would have. You know what? And they would have taught them a lesson.
Yeah, right. Yeah, don't do that. I don't know. I mean, like I 14, I feel like that was around the age where my dad's mentality was like, can I just know where you are while you're getting drunk? Like, just, kind of let me know. And I don't even mean exact address. Let me know vicinity.
Yeah.
What neighborhood are you in? Like, what are you doing? You're walking around drinking beers? All right, don't do it. Don't be an idiot.
I think I was about 14 when my dad gave me my first beer.
I definitely had my first beer earlier from my dad, but like that was when he was okay with me being alone doing it.
Yeah.
Like he knew me and my friends were drinking. Like I guess high school. I guess like once it was in high school, he didn't fight.
Did you spend a lot of time alone drinking?
not with him. I mean,
Oh, okay.
No, with my friend. That's what I do now.
Him and his dad sat drinking over the sink together.
That's me now, but we're fried chicken instead over the sink. Oh, that's stupid. That's me now. No, I drink alone now. Let me tell you something. I don't care. I don't care if this sounds like a fucking problem or not. There's nothing more enjoyable to me. Nothing more enjoyable to me than a bourbon and a cigar and some goddamn peace and quiet.
Hell yeah.
Like being outside on a nice night with a cigar and a bourbon. Of course, with some people to laugh and talk to would be great too, but I'm okay with not. I will probably do the not part more than I do the.
What's your go-to bourbon?
I love Blanton's, but it's gotten so expensive.
Yeah.
I do Eagle
Do you
Rare
have
a
all
lot.
the-
It's got a little kick in the balls.
Do you have the thing? The horse thing?
Oh no! I don't keep the. I don't
Okay.
keep the thing. I mean, that's just feels like a.
If you can even find, But I haven't been on.
It's like double the price now, though. Blanton's used to be such a good. It was like $70-$80 a bottle, which isn't cheap, but it was like, okay, that's affordable. Now it's like because bourbon does this thing where they just Japanese whiskeys do it too. They do this thing where they go, oh, we have very little left. We're gonna mark it up, but they did that with Blanton's.
Reserve and
Yeah. Or it's like
for the money, Woodford.
Right. Woodford
money,
Reserve is very
fine.
passable, good bourbon.
Have you had Penelope toasted?
I don't think so.
Get it.
Penelope.
Can't believe there's something toasted you haven't tried.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, if that was a type of bread, absolutely. We're talking if that was the name of a sandwich with like a lot of roast beef and cheese on it. Yeah, I would have had that.
Hey,
That's my favorite right now.
Speaking of roast,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I did the roast.
You did the roast of
love
New
a
Jersey.
roast.
You
God,
are.
I love a roast.
Chris just did the roast in New Jersey.
Yeah.
With,
I had some help.
Well, you weren't. Yeah, you weren't the only person.
I am the dais.
Yeah. I mean, before that was an event, that could have been very possible. That was just you with a piano on stage, roasting people at a New Jersey show. But so I heard you did great.
I guess I did all right.
he had very good writers.
I did.
How did it come about? How did the roast of New Jersey?
Yeah, it's a unique idea, right? Like it's.
Yeah. It wasn't my idea.
Yeah.
It would be Izzy's the guy over there. He's the GM. It was his baby.
Mm-hmm. So it was at the Count Basie.
Yeah, which
big holds
2,000, 1,800, something like that, 1,900, somewhere in there.
And it sold out quickly.
Sold out in a minute. Yeah.
Well,
it went really fast. Joey Diaz, Jeff Ross, of course. Rich Voss, Tiki Barber was on this thing. I'm a huge Giants fan. So
Yeah.
And he was so friggin' nice. He was awesome. You want to go down the whole, everybody? Vinny Brand. Have you ever heard about Vinny Brand?
For the listeners.
Yes, we've heard.
I'm tired of hearing about it, but the listeners deserve.
Oh, it was so fun. We had a good time.
But all right, explain the concept though.
So the concept was not to. We were roasting the state, so obviously we roast each other.
Yeah.
But the meat and potatoes was supposed to be we're just, we only roast the ones we love, and we're roasting New Jersey.
Right, and as a part of that, you're inherently all the comics of New Jersey are roasting each other.
Yes,
and I imagine that's where what a lot of the time gets spent on, right?
Yeah. That was more than half of my stand-up part
right.
was hitting the dais. It was a big dais. I think there was 12 of us.
I've never heard of that before because roasts have become very popular.
Yeah,
and there's like huge celebrity ones now, obviously that we've all seen. And it's like I heard that when this thing was coming around, I didn't even know you were a part of it yet. When I first saw it, I was like, roasting you. What the fuck is the roast of New Jersey?
Yeah, So we and there's plenty. If you live here, there's lots of material here.
Yeah, sure.
And New Jersey didn't really take it we didn't really hit it as hard as we could have. So I think we could have hit it a little harder. We're gonna have to do another one. If they would have seen numbers.
Were people being polite about the geography of New Jersey? I think that's a roast where you could let go. Like you're not even hurting anyone's feelings.
No, we
were right. Like Central Jersey is gonna get offended.
Yeah, we were guns a-blazing, and it wasn't everything that we mentioned made a lot of sense. But it was definitely. You got to live here to know a lot of this stuff.
I also feel like Jersey is one of the few places that could have that. Do you know what I mean? Like New York's like it's too much. Like, you know what I mean? To say you're going to roast New York.
You would have to.
Yeah,
really
that's the thing. Like New Jersey's
Yeah.
so compact.
But Jersey has a feel to it where New York's a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like New York's a lot of different things, and it's not all the same to everyone.
No.
Right, so like I feel like New York doesn't make sense. It's too scattered.
You could roast a borough at a time or something like
sure,
that.
Sure.
That
you could do a
work.
borough or neighborhood, but like then it would be small.
Yeah.
You know, then you wouldn't be talking about a statewide thing. I feel like Jersey is unique in that, like, Pennsylvania is not quite. You know what I mean? Also, who the fuck wants to go to Pennsylvania to do that? Like, it's.
I got the weirdest shows in Pennsylvania. We were just talking about that.
Just thinking of like tri-state, like Jersey's. I think the only place where that could happen, where it makes sense, and people I feel like would be into it, because people also have like this huge Jersey pride.
Yeah, so
you
they
know
were
what I mean?
into
Like,
it. No one was getting butt hurt. It was it was
yeah.
a really good feeling. The whole night was fun. So I opened the show, but they asked me to do a song.
Yeah.
So I wrote a song, a New Jersey song, and I opened the show. Then I brought out Jeff, and the dais came out, and the whole set looked like a Jersey diner, which was very
cool,
very Jersey. And then man, we just hit it out of the park. Everyone did great.
Is this gonna air?
No,
It's just an event that wasn't necessarily meant.
You know, with all these names on the dais, there's some no competes and some some of them have exclusives to Netflix.
That's an old school
and
roast,
stuff.
like a private.
Yeah,
like like the when you hear about the old roast, like Don Rickles going, these are all maybe there were cameras in there sometimes.
They even did the thing where they locked up your phone in the bag.
Yeah,
like you couldn't.
Yeah, they didn't want anyone.
They didn't want anything
shit
getting out.
See, that's fucking cool, man, because that's like everyone there is just acknowledging we're in this moment.
Yeah.
Together, this isn't about content.
Exactly.
This isn't about
everyone was
a TV
focused.
appearance. Yeah. Everyone's focused, and no one's like trying to make it something different, right? You know what I mean? Like
it wasn't a platform for anybody.
Yeah.
It didn't get weird. Nobody was doing politics or anything. It was.
I mean, what roasts are typically now are like, or what I think most younger people would think of a roast. They think of like Tom Brady, like those big celebrity ones that have happened, which have never really. I don't know. Those were never the point of roasts in the first place.
Right.
It's kind of odd that sometimes now the roasts are like. No one even really, or very few people doing it even know the guy. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
like did you see the roast of Chevy Chase?
Yeah,
they said everyone that knew him well thinks he's such an asshole that they had to get people that didn't really know him to roast.
Because they would just be like, he's garbage. They wouldn't even be like making jokes or wouldn't want to do it because I would imagine that would happen to like people who were just like, I don't even want to be there.
Yeah, I can.
At least that's the reputation that he seems to have.
Yeah,
people.
I hate that. I hate hearing that about any comic in any fashion.
I know, right? It's like
anytime I hear a comic is an ass, I just like.
Right? Doesn't it? It's like
but let him be an asshole.
If he wants. It's fine if he does, but
it's Chevy Chase who cares.
Yeah, he is Chevy Chase. He is.
Yeah, but come on, you have to treat people that poorly according to the reports.
No, he didn't have to. He chose to, and it seems
you just freedom of choice. He just
seems like he suffered for it. Like his career certainly.
He hasn't suffered.
His career suffered
because he's an asshole, or because he stopped working.
I feel like because he had a terrible reputation.
Yeah. I just assumed that he just stopped working, and then it came out that he was an asshole after. You know what I mean?
What do you think? You think Hollywood kept sending him starring roles, and he was like, pass.
I went through the script. There's not one pratfall in this whole thing.
No, it does though. When you hear that a comic, and not just grumpy or whatever, like when you hear a comic's like a real asshole, it does make you think sometimes like, man, isn't the whole point of this business like that's supposed to be a good time?
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that like
my point is he wasn't an asshole on stage. Like he was the backstage stuff. Like, everybody else.
Treating
like,
people poorly.
Why would you? Yeah. I get the whole. If you want to be Pat Cooper or whatever, just angry or. That's something else.
That's a different thing.
Like when Ellen DeGeneres got in trouble for being an asshole. It's like, why? So let her be an asshole. If people still want to work for her, they can.
Yeah.
What did you think? Like the camera stopped rolling and she did that dumb dance all the way out to the car?
Yes. First of all, yes. I also think though. I mean, that would be more irritating than her being an asshole. To be honest, but I think because she did the fucking dance and because she was this figure of like, oh, this is like the coolest, nicest person. She became so like daytime talk show nice that was like more shocking. I think people are not shocked by Chevy Chase having that reputation.
I don't think.
I think the Ellen thing
yeah.
shocked people because they're like, oh shit, that's like my mom's favorite talk show host.
Yeah.
You know, like she became this like household.
It took a while because at first you're like, man, maybe people just like love to hate.
Yeah.
Anyone that has anything, but
Yeah,
then
you're gonna hear
everybody
shit.
comes out and you're like, all right, maybe there's something to it.
Yeah, like treating staff poorly. I think that's what it was with her. Like, she was like treating staff poorly and all that shit. It's like, all right, well.
You know how many bosses treat their staff poorly?
Yeah, I've been part of those staffs.
Yeah.
I've been treated very poorly.
That's
I know, but I guess my point is like everyone just knows that person's an asshole.
Right.
It's very out in the
and
open.
then they choose to work there or not.
But who?
I'm sure the people on her staff knew she was an asshole.
Oh, don't get me wrong. If she offered me a job, I'd be like, yeah,
Right.
I'm on the next
take
plane
it today.
Yeah, of course. I'm not proud.
Right
I
now.
just don't like to hear people are assholes.
I would walk out just in the middle of the podcast and drive another 3 hours to get back. But you know, I guess the point is, but she has this public persona at the time during that show. She had this public persona of being this like just so cool, so sweet. Like, you know, she'd have like little kids on the show that went viral and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so
I bet those kids are assholes behind the scenes too.
those kids are definitely assholes. And if a kid goes viral by 6,
Yeah.
they're doomed. They've got to be doomed. Because I know what it's like if you just tell a kid you did a good job today, and then they keep on reminding you for 3 weeks that you told them they did a good job.
Yeah.
You bet the kid's famous overnight for doing some fucking dance.
Yeah.
What a piece of garbage.
All of a sudden, your kid's richer than you.
Yeah, I know.
And
My wife
you're
my wife has had like ideas for like with Sophia, like, oh, we should do a little YouTube channel. I'm like, and my thing is the fear of like pedophiles, right? So like, nope. She doesn't go. No,
Yeah,
we don't post her. Absolutely not. Whatever. But let's be honest. We'd also be creating a monster if it took off.
Yeah.
You know, like my adorable daughter doing like making cupcakes. That takes like, no. And then now all of a sudden desserts become a thing in my house that are not about me eating
That's
them.
what we needed.
That's what I'm upset about. Now desserts are a show. No, I want to make sure I'm still eating desserts.
Why isn't there bourbon in this?
So you're on this dais. It's all of these pretty big names.
Yeah.
You're not so well known.
That's
on
why
the
I'm
dais,
here
right?
on your podcast.
Right. Yeah. That's why you were the only one we could get from the.
I want to know where this question's going because it just feels like an insult right now.
No. So I'm wondering, like, is that nerve wracking or freeing? Like, you know that the dais.
I mean, they can't. I'm the only one with nothing to lose.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was fine anyway.
Right.
And
no expectation, like versus a high expectation.
I even brought it up. Like I opened the show. I went on second to last. I said, listen, I don't have the followers that these guys have. Nobody wanted to go on first. I went on first. No one wanted to go on last. I went on last. No one wanted to sit next to Chris Gethard. I sat next to Chris Gethard. So I'll take whatever they get. Whatever. It was, no, I wasn't, I didn't feel, I was anxious. I was anxious for like 3 days.
Yeah,
Just,
sure.
I wanted to, I was ready. I was fired up. So, yeah, it was awesome.
Are they gonna do? Is that like a thing they want to make? Like, was that a one time?
What was it in
there are-
celebration of? Was it like?
So it's the building's centennial. The Count Basie Theater's 100 years old this year. So,
is that the
is
sort
in
of
that same location? Has it been in that same location the whole time?
yeah.
was that the sort of start of the whole?
So
idea?
every year, they're a nonprofit. So every year they have their big gala, which is they bring in the big wigs and they feed them and give them golden tickets to whatever the show is. So this is, I think there's maybe 3 or 4 big celebrations this year. So this was one of the bigger ones. I don't know what the other ones are, but yeah. So it's their big moneymaker for the house, you know.
If you've ever been to, I've been to a few theater and like galas and stuff. I I already know when I'm at those things, when I had been at those things, I didn't belong there. But like once you're there, you really realize you don't belong there. When you're just like a regular person, and it's like all these people like own theaters and producers of like shows, and all these people have like so much money, and then they're there and they're auctioning and they're giving. There's just so much money just like trading in front of you while they're drinking champagne. It's like, oh my god, why am I here?
That threw me off because that was the whole front row was these
donors and
donors and stuff,
yeah.
and I'm like, is this
always the
such a mix of people for a roast? You know what I mean?
Right. Those are like the untouchable people, and they're right in front.
I feel like mostly,
but they get the prime seat because they're the money behind the theater.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
are they fun though, or are they like stiff?
They were fun. You know, Jeff is so magic the way he was picking on everybody in the crowd, and he just opened the floodgates for all kinds.
The guy.
He's the man. Yeah. The week before this, I did Kevin Smith's cruise.
Yeah.
And I never flew first class before, so I'm in.
You're probably there, right? Cruise.
Yeah. Yep. We were on the same flight, and I'm in first class with Shannon Elizabeth, just acting like I've totally been here before.
Yeah.
Until they're offering me free alcohol. Yeah. Everybody turns around.
You're more cruise guest than you are.
Yeah, I'm more. More celebrity.
This guy is like a Carnival cruise guest. Right?
Carnival. That's the one I'm at. Yeah, I'm more of a Carnival cruise guy. Did we do the electric slide here?
Which means that you've been on a boat and shit yourself. That's what it means to be a Carnival cruise guest. You shit yourself at the buffet.
So just acting like I've just spent the last month just trying to act like I belong where I'm at. So far, doing all right.
How does it feel? You feel like you fit in now? Have you changed?
No.
He didn't have those Unabomber glasses before.
I 100% had them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I haven't been paying attention to your eyewear.
Dude, you're saying he's like too Hollywood now?
He's gone big time. I call him up. The roast is Saturday night. I get back from New Orleans Sunday. I call him Monday.
New phone. Who dis?
Yeah. And I'm like, he picks up and I'm like, hey man, I want to hear all about it. It's like, I'm busy. I'll call you in a few hours. I'll circle back. I was like, oh, okay, Hollywood. Dude, that was on Monday. I was
actually busy.
Yeah,
I will
Monday.
Hold on, because I was with you. But now, if you said circle back, I'm with him now. When people start using,
and then I had to call back on Wednesday. I was like, I don't think he's circling back.
He's like, I have to come back around 360 on the circle. So Ken came all the way back on the circle because you didn't circle back.
Just so we're clear, I was busy at my day job. Mm-hmm. That's how big I am. 48 hours ago, I was signing autographs. Now I'm making cheesesteaks. So I was busy.
Yeah.
Doing life.
Anytime somebody, my wife every once in a while will be like, oh, let's circle. Like when she gets in work mode, she'll say like, my own wife, she'll be like, oh, I'll circle back. And I'm like, don't fucking give me a circle back. Circle back where? We're in the same room. You don't have to circle back.
Sometimes you gotta circle back.
No, if you can't tell someone you're that close with that you're gonna circle back, check your calendar. There's a bunch of corporate. You can't talk like you're in an email.
Okay. To be fair, I grabbed my phone. I saw it was Ken. I meant to hang it up, but it answered. Yeah. So then I was in a spot.
Then you should have just answered and said this could have been an email.
Yeah. Can we circle back? I didn't say anything yet. No, we need to circle back.
Per my last email.
Could you just talk to Babette and she will get you squared away with all the dates and times that I'm available to talk. She'll circle back with you.
Yeah. You'll be ready when there's money on the table.
Yeah.
Tune in next week for part 2 of The Roast with our guest, Chris Covert.